All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a video on Tony Huge biohack. You know Dr. Tony Huge, man. the Mass Blast guy. All my girlfriends are on Sarms. Mass Blast Day, second vlog. Oh, man, this guy is the epitome of a steroid slave. I'm telling you, this guy has been enslaved by steroids and just can't get off them. He thinks he's going to build real muscle taking steroids. He's crazy, man. A cosmetic. Cosmetics don't create real things. They create artificial things. This might wreck me. All right, let's watch the video.
Hey, Tim, can you imagine at the end of the week how big we would be?
Warning, extreme fake gains in this video. Did it just say permanent gains? There's no permanent gains from steroids, man. That's stupid. The only thing that you could get permanent gains from is if your body creates permanent gains. You gotta love Tony with his permanent gains bullshit. Let's get the one thing straight. Steroids are enhanced performing drugs, which means endurance. And enhanced performance means something endurance, making you better at doing that. For example, if you run long distance, you get better at doing that. What is that? Endurance. If you lift in the gym repetitively, more and more and more, you get better at doing that. How? Endurance. It's endurance, bro. Get it? Lasting hours and hours in the gym or whatever you're doing. It's endurance training. It makes you better at doing stuff. Your performance is enhanced. How is it enhanced? Through molecules. How is your performance enhanced in endurance? Well, glycogen. So glycogen and hormones, they enhance it, okay? It has nothing to do with muscle building. This is just a side effect of what you would call enhanced endurance. In endurance, the side effect in endurance is glycogen loading in the muscle if you are eating carbohydrates. So it'll load these carbs in the muscle as an energy source, ATP. And it can load a hell of a lot of it.
And yesterday I did 10 units of Lantus insulin. It wasn't even near enough. Total waste of time.
So how could that be permanent gains if you got glycogen in your muscle? Your muscle's full of glycogen. Oh, you got permanent glycogen in there or what? Yeah, man, this is crazy. Everybody knows that muscle has reached an MND size limit when you first come into the gym. You all call it newbie gains. You call it genetic limit. You already know instinctually what it is. You've reached it. And some call it hard gainer. But you all know that you reached that limit and you just can't go on. And that's the reason why you take steroids. Because you're too lazy to more glycogen load than the last time, naturally. By eating shitloads of potatoes, 50-pound bag of potatoes, you just hate eating. And so you want to get away with not eating? Take a steroid and it'll load this glycogen for you. The molecule will suck it in there to testosterone. That's its job.
So today I'm doing 15 units of Lantus insulin because I'm just creeping up slowly. This is, again, 70%, not even 70. This is like a 50% mass blast for me. Because again, if I have any limiting factors, then it doesn't work. Like yesterday, I didn't even eat enough food. I ate a lot. It wasn't enough. Maybe yesterday I ate 5,000 calories. And my target would be 10,000, which is really...
And what is the purpose behind that? If MND size reached the ceiling limit where the progenitor is beyond where it could donate any extra nuclei to that domain to support further muscle growth, that is not supported. So what does it matter how much you eat? What does it matter how much you eat, Tony? That doesn't make any sense, man. It's just fucking stupid.
Hard to get. If you want the results from a mass blast like you see in the historically that we've done that are some of the craziest.
Look at those phony fucking cosmetic muscles these guys are like showing off. Look at it. Look at my phony muscles, bro. I used a penis pump. I pumped it and I was in a life-size penis pump and look at what we came out. We got sucked the shit out of all this glycogen in our muscle. We sucked it up and look at us. We're so proud to show it off. This is just so stupid.
transformations ever in human history. That's based on something around 10,000
I
calories.
can understand you want these muscles to show off, cosmetic look and everything, but what is the point of building muscle if it's fake? You're showing off fake muscles, bro. Get it? This is crazy.
And that becomes a limiting factor. So 15 units of Lantus insulin once in the morning. Tomorrow
Those 10,000 calories will make you fat.
I'll go up again. What's for breakfast? Eggs, chicken, rice, soup, mango, and even though we could have a little bit more sugar during mass
Mango, rice, this, okay.
class, we still try to, where we can, not have sugar in things like drinks. Try it. It's got 27 grams of sugar.
Again, this is carbohydrates, sugar, all this stuff he's eating. So what are you building there exactly? Fake muscles. It's being absorbed by the hormone, bro. That's what testosterone does. That's why you say I got the pump. And a carnivore diet on protein, you don't get pumps. Only on carbohydrates. Think about that for a second. Ponder that thought.
I'm so glad I tried all these new drinks. Which is just not worth the calories, not worth the sugar. They're also delicious if I'm not on a mass blast. But on a mass blast, I need it. So I actually enjoy it. I'm going to drink it.
Of course he needs it on a mass blast because you got to create some more of these fake muscles, bro. Get it? Yeah, sarcoplasmic artificial muscle growth.
In the future, even though they have a lot of sugar because they're so good. With no guilt. So this is the beginning of Mass Blast Day 2, and these are the supplements the girls are going to take and the injections. So I'll go through each one. There's 2 pills of
He's actually feeding these women these pills. For what purpose? Oh my God. MK6 dis, AC, RAD, lithium. And it's like insulin, IGF-1. He's injecting and feeding these people this stuff. They look weird. They look like there's... Man, he's turning them into steroid slaves.
K677. This is so that increases their growth hormone, natural production all day long.
I mean, it's not only are they his sex slave, but now they've turned out to be his experimental steroid slaves. This is insane.
The black one is Sarm AC262. This is what's going to build the muscle.
This is absolutely crazy. What? That's going to build the muscle? How does it build a muscle? I thought satellite cells, nuclei, muscle cells build muscles. I thought muscle cells build muscles. How the fuck did that build a muscle? I thought protein and muscle cells build muscles. But he's going to tell you a pill is going to build a muscle, bro. Yeah.
Yesterday we took RAD 140, so for their mass blast, we're alternating between RAD 140 and Sarm AC262, 10 milligrams of each.
The chicks are on the mass blast, bro.
And the next one is lithium.
I think the only thing that's going to get big is their clit.
5 milligrams. This is for brain anti-aging and protecting your brain and also stabilizing your mood. So as a woman, you have like moods that go up and down. Well,
I think he's like this Frankenstein doctor. He's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of guy doing with these stupid pills, man. This is crazy.
No, I don't want them like, I don't want to kill your emotion or anything.
Look at the look on their face. They're just like, what the fuck, man? What poison are you feeding us?
Like that, but we want to like prevent those spikes when the emotion goes so high and your brain gets like confused and stuff. So lithium helps like buffer that. I take it also.
Yeah, see, it'll buffer your thought about being my slave. All of you are my slaves.
Just for crazy people. And then last is NSI 189, 2 capsules. This rebuilds new brain cells. So you keep taking this every day, you get smarter.
What the fuck? It builds new brain cells. How does it build new brain cells? Man, I know that animal fats help with brain cells and things with your brain, but this is just crazy. A pill.
Smarter every day. And then Lantus insulin. Yesterday you did 5 units. So I'm going to try to increase you to 10. Oh God, your body size is so small.
I'm telling you, taking insulin injections for people that don't need it, this is dangerous. You can drop and die, literally.
7.5. Okay, 7.5 units of Lantus insulin for you today. Okay.
For all we know, that guy that died in his apartment, I forgot his name now. It could have been from insulin injections. Who the hell knows? He took a shot, freaked out, and died. passed out in the washroom.
2 units of growth hormone, because I plan to give you 2 units of growth hormone later today as well. And 50 micrograms of IGF-LR3. That's Mass Blast Day 2. This is what we look like riding around Pattaya.
These workouts, these people are totally adapted to their workout. They're basically like a factory worker lifting now, adapted in a factory lifting boxes. There's nothing going on there other than you're kind of wearing out your body, maybe some breakdown of protein, then you restore it, go home and eat a meal, feel hungry. That's about it.
So it's the end
And a lot of endurance in order for you to keep working like that. This is endurance.
Day 2, and we're already considerably bigger, which is what we would expect.
Of course they're bigger. They're bigger, and so what? Anybody could get bigger. You could drink gallons of milk and you could get big muscles too. Drink gallons of it and see what happens. You eat lots of potatoes and see what happens, and go pump in the gym. Go pump. Eat shitloads of potatoes, 50-pound bags of potatoes. Go pump in the gym and go find out what happens. You can experiment. It's not hard to find out what this is. This is glycogen loading, get it? You're an endurance athlete. Muscle is extremely hard to put on. It's protected by something called a repeated bout effect and myonuclear domain size limit. It's protected. It doesn't want to put on any more muscle. It's very complex even to put on new muscle cells. Well, people are going to tell you that hyperplasia doesn't exist. So if it doesn't exist, how the fuck do you put on muscle? You're going to say, well, my existing fibers are going to get bigger. No, they don't. They don't get bigger. They're as big as they can get. You need more muscle cells, and they get bigger. But you're not getting more muscle cells just because you're lifting something in the gym. Duh. It doesn't get created that way.
From a mass blast. Now, a lot of this is water. Water in the muscle, yes. But you know what? Looks darn
Water in the muscle. That's a lot of water in there.
good. Feels darn good.
Just like that, Matt, they show you a nuclei overload, that training shit, the overload precedes hypertrophy. I show you in that map, untrained first training, the satellite cell fusion. What is that? What's satellite cell fusion? You can see cells. There's cells fusing to the fiber. There is one way to get this myofibrillar growth. One of it is fusing to the fiber, and then those cells that fuse, they get bigger. Or you could get where the cells actually form new fibers. Now, there's specific training for getting new fibers, and there's specific training for getting cells to bind to the fiber, and then those cells getting bigger. See what I mean? So those trainings are they're not the same, they're different. But none of these people are doing that. They aren't doing that training.
And the water in the muscle does make you a lot stronger. So is water
That water is not making you stronger. That's just giving you an artificial look, Tony.
in the muscles mainly comprise the water. Yeah, 70% at least, more if you're a bodybuilder. So, but then the problem is, if you come off cycle, you're going to lose all this size and water. But that's not our experience with the mass class. Mass class, you actually keep a lot of it. The thing is, you have to fill the muscles with water in order to force them to split and grow new muscle cells.
What? You have to force the water to split them? You force water, the water is going to cause them to split and increase more muscle cells? What is he talking about?
Part of the process is you need to maximally explode each muscle cell with water in order to force them to split and grow new muscle cells.
Hold on.
The thing is, you have to fill the muscles with water in order to force them to split and grow new muscle cells.
To force them, so you have to put water in there to force, to split them, to grow new muscle cells. You got the secret, guys. Guys, Tony has given you the secret. You need to put water in the muscles, and that will force the muscles to split, divide, and increase these muscle cells so you can build new muscles.
Part of the process is you need to maximally explode each muscle cell with water, creatine.
So you have to explode each muscle cell with creatine and water, even though that muscle cell reached an MND size limit. It reaches an MND size limit, but you're going to explode it. What happens if you explode a muscle cell? What happens if a muscle cell explodes? Does it not die? This guy's crazy, man. A muscle cell can only get so big, and then that's it. It reaches an MND size limit. And then you need more cells and then they get to their MND size limit, and that's how growth continues. I mean, I'm talking about real muscle growth. But again, it's very specific to do that.
Minerals, calories.
Something traumatic has to happen even to cause that. It ain't in water.
So yes, they're going to balloon up and look big, but the bigger they are, the longer they are, the more permanent it becomes. That's why after
What? He's nuts.
the mass blast, you don't want to just deflate. You don't want to just go back to normal size. You want to maintain a little bit after the mass blast. You still want to eat more. You still want to train. Preferably, you still want to stay on enough gear to solidify your gains. Buffet after our workout, or our post-workout meal.
You want to stay on gear to solidify your gains. If gear could build gains, everybody would have been doing it a long time ago. They would have just taken some steroids, built some gains, and then that's it. And then they would have the gains. And then now, all they would do would go periodically once in a while to the gym, maybe to keep up with the Joneses or something. I don't know. But if it was permanent, then you would never have to lift again a weight. See, here's the thing. I'll explain this. If you build permanent muscle, then you never have to lift a weight again in the gym because you'll be stronger. You'll have that permanent strength. That's why an ape, he can bench press 4,000 pounds and squat and has the strength of 20 men. Why? Because he doesn't have to go to a gym to build any muscle. He has permanent muscles. He's born with them. Get it? You're not. So you feel you're deficient. You want more of them so that you could be alpha over other males. Yeah, man.
Here are the reasons.
But everybody ends up foregoing that and then starts lifting a heavy weight. Get it? And then they think they're strong. Because I lift a heavy weight. I'm strong.
Why that sushi is one of my favorite bodybuilding and mass blast meals. Number one, it's low inflammation foods, low allergy foods. There's no wheat.
Why is it low inflammation? Because, man, animal products are natural. They're non-inflammatory at all whatsoever. They don't inflame your stomach. This is kind of ridiculous. They're high nutrient, dense protein foods.
There's no chemicals. The only chemicals involved that you can
Chemicals, there's no toxins, there's no sugar in fish and meat.
consider slightly unhealthy is MSG, which is found in soy sauce. But MSG also stimulates pressure and water retention. We take a diet, fast digesting. Next reason is iodine. We need more iodine, and seaweed is a good.
Water retention, yeah. Iodine, I don't know. Do you need iodine in your diet, man? Meat is not deficient in any nutrients, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Source of vitamins, minerals, and iodine. As soon as you're between a meal and you can digest more food, boom, you eat more pieces of sushi. So convenient, don't even have to cook it, don't have to heat it up, anything like that. Now just eating sushi as I walk around, I just gotta constantly be eating. All day eating. Supplement for you girls to learn. It's creatine from Enhanced, and it's flavored, so it's delicious. So swirl it and drink it and taste it. And this is...
I don't just go all day eating. I'll just go to a buffet and eat for a couple hours. Then later I'll eat again in the night, this, that. I'm not going to be walking around with food eating in the market.
Mango monster flavor.
Yeah,
In fruit juice or something with sugar.
more sugar drinks.
Because it tastes like a delicious, healthy flavoring. Like I can't eat it up. I should have named her Roomba.
Tony Huge, he's a dog making kids everywhere.
Okay, what is it? Family night? Family night. You want protein bar? Protein cookie? Protein cookie? We eat a lot of protein, don't we? Yeah.
Tony eats too much protein, Mal. See you in the next one. Just think about the like, subscribe. The crazy life of a steroid slave. Tony Huge. All my girlfriends on Sarms, Mass Blast second. This is nuts, man. See you later.